Salute everybody. You should be able to hear me clearly. Let's get going. No punches, taking the bars up. Have you listening to me? You listening, Lawrence D. Adams. I don't got one of my lights on, but I am here today. Let's get it going. Today we took a call to calling all men you worthy of love, and here's why. So let's get going today. If you're listening in, you're listening to Lawrence D. Adams when spirituality and the game combines. I'm not going to be here real long. I got to go to a funeral. That's why you see me dressed. Got to go take care of business. But I definitely want to talk about this right quick and get it going. So they got to get the replay on this one. So let me jump right to it. We're talking about you're worthy of love. Let me say something. I'm in the process. I lost a buddy of mine. I think it was on Wednesday. Been knowing him for about 30 years plus. Grew up together. Gone. Just like that. Just like that. Gone. I mean, not even here anymore. And it's crazy because we work together. We work together, and it just made me think. And in the process, I know somebody else who's relatively famous that I work for. Got the opportunity to meet, and he passed away about a week or two ago. And just watching the whole dynamics about how that's taking place. Then today I got to go to a funeral for an older gentleman that I know who passed away. So I want to just get it right quick. So a lot of times we don't talk about this, but I realize in this space and in this place that a lot of men don't know their own worth, and they don't even know that they deserve to be loved. Now I'm looking at all the dynamics going on with one person's particular funeral. I cannot say who he is because then everybody be like, oh, how you know him and this and this and that. And I don't know all the intricate details about what took place, but I will say this. It's amazing how some people do not want to celebrate. It's good to see you, Gail, and good to see you, Exponent. Good to see you, everybody that's there. Everybody, how men, and particularly black men and men are normally the work mules who are never celebrated. Let me say that again, that men, and particularly black men, are the work mules in this world. And if they pass away from this scene, well, on to the next. So we don't know how to actually celebrate men when they are here. And what happens is when they're gone, everybody has a parade. They got something to say. So let me get it. Men, you are worthy. Let me say this first thing. You are worthy of receiving love. A lot of men, I heard this today. Shout out to Dr. T.S. Johnson and BGS, old video they did. I happened to listen to it today. A lot of men have never heard or never knew that they deserve to be loved. All you were looked at it as a utility, something to be used, somebody to lay their head on your on your chest, but they never thought about that you deserve to be respected and you deserve to be loved. And a lot of men have not heard that, don't even know that they're supposed to get that. They think that they're supposed to just take it and go on. Too many men are dying of stress because their mental, spiritual, and physical well-beings are not taken care of. And in the case of my one friend that I knew for 30 years, and we were to be honest about it, the man really died of a broken heart because his wife passed away. Where does he go to express and to share and to say, hey, this is really bothering me? My beliefs, I can be completely wrong. I think he internalized everything and it went inside, and he never dealt with what was going on with him. He never dealt with the loss of losing the love of his life, his wife, who he cherished and who he revered, who loved him back. And a lot of men sit on these websites, on these sites, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere else, and they never, ever, 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 ever express or tell or even have a place to even dialogue and say, hey, man, I'm going through the same thing. Shout out to BGS and dear Dr. T.S. Johnson. And we don't expect us to do it like a woman. I'm about to give my own self claps for that. Let me say that again. Don't expect us to express ourselves like a woman. Too many, this culture, this Western culture, and this whole mindset. Well, if you don't express it this way, you're not doing it like a you no. Don't expect us to do it like a woman. We might be like, yo, man, you know what I mean. We didn't say the whole paragraph. We didn't say everything that we needed to say because we don't allow us to process how we going to process like men. Many times, men, we go into caves, we go into our internal, and we process by ourselves. But don't come on here expecting us to process it like a woman is and do this and well, tell us how you're feeling. Tell them what's going on. We're not going to do that. In the advent of last year and this year, the amount of men that I've known who have passed away from stress, health issues, spiritual and mental things. Where do they go? Where do they go? I'm here to say that a lot of men don't know that they deserve to be loved. They deserve from someone to say, yo. Now they may not say yo, but they deserve to be loved. They are, what's going on, Shalonda? They deserve to be loved. And I think we have created a culture where that is not taking place. And it's sad. It's sad to me even now because I got to go to a funeral and the dynamics are going on around this man's funeral. Here this man gave his life, his life. Let me say this again. His money, his time, his emotions, and his funeral is treated like anything else. Men, you're worthy to be loved. And you're worthy to be treated right. So many times we're in this culture, we're thinking that men are supposed to be the burden bearers, but who's carrying the burdens for the men? No one talks about that. So I have to say something about it because if I do not, it is wrong. It's wrong for a grown man in his 60s to not know that he's supposed to be loved by people around him, by his own mama, by his own aunt, by his own sister, by his own brothers, people around him. That's the issue. Don't get me a tie. Don't get me no cheap Jordache cologne. The way you show me you love me, respect me. We have taken the respect for men outside of this culture, especially in the Black culture, out is gone. We do not respect men until it's time that you need them and you need them to protect you. That's why I understand clearer why some men are saying, you know what? I ain't dealing with it no more. I can go elsewhere and be appreciated. And I know the argument is going to come up. Well, what about women? Well, time for it. I know the whole argument. Well, what about women? We go through stuff. We got things going on, baby. It ain't all today ain't your parade. And I've been guilty. I'm going to say something that's going to, I got a couple minutes. I'm going to say something whether people like it or not. Yes, I make sure I make sure that I'm balanced and fair and balanced on here. I make sure that I'm fair and balanced when I come here on social media. But I'm here to tell you, sometimes to get to the root of things, some things gonna have to be unbalanced. Because when I look at the educational stats of little boys who cannot read, who cannot process, who cannot hold a trade, there's an issue. So some things are just, we don't want to talk about the fair and unbalance that's taking place within our community. One of my things went out. But what about women and what we're going through? Baby, we didn't heard you. This is not your parade today. when I look at these three men, one that's very prominent, one that I worked with and I knew since we were about, I think it's got to be maybe ninth grade, eighth grade, ninth grade. The other one, I had the pleasure of being in his presence because I knew his daughter. There's an issue going on. Men, you're not the second class citizens in this United States of America. You're not second class. You deserve to be loved. I'm here to tell you, if you do not demand it or expect it, you will be the gum of this world, or the gum on the bottom of this world's shoe, and you will suffer because of that. If you can see, I heard something today, and I'm gonna paraphrase because you don't know who I'm talking about. How the heavens and the earth, you're in a marriage and you don't even give your husband sex and you know he needs it. You get everything that you want. You got a house, home, car, everything else, but you neglect to give the man what he wants. Good to see you, brother. Missed you a couple of times. Good to see you. How do you deal with women mood swings and behaviors when they're going through their cycle? Good question. Yeah. How you not give your man and meet you want all your emotional needs met, but you refuse to give him what he needs. And you know that man needs some sex. Stop playing with it. Y'all can stop pretending and like it ain't, I don't feel like it. It's a lot of things that a man don't feel like it, but he goes past his feelings and do it anyway. Good day. I'm gonna guys, a good question. How do you deal with a woman's mood swings and behaviors when, listen, this goes right into what I need to say. I'm glad you asked that question because we as men, as particularly black men, have been trained like puppies, dogs, to exercise emotional gymnastics or emotional labor within relationships. So let me give a shout out to where I learned this from because I didn't learn everything. I don't know. We've been giving emotional labor. And so now you're trying to walk through when the woman's mood swing, when she's happy, when she's sad, when she's going through stuff, when maybe she's on her cycle. I don't know. I bet not say that. She may get upset. We've been trained emotionally since little boys. A lot of us, black men and men in general, you don't want to get mama upset. Because if you get mama upset, everybody's upset. And so what men have did to navigate through this, what they have done is they're learned to use, since we say men don't have emotional intelligence, men have used emotional intelligence to say, let me say something, get my point across without making sure she's upset. We can't live like this anymore. We can't live like this. Razor Sharpman, thank you, appreciate it. Glad to catch you live. Appreciate that. Let me say we can't live like that. We cannot live like that. You walking around like a cartoon character, are scared to step and say anything to your woman or who you with because you're scared that her mood swings or what's going on may upset her. We can't do that no more. And you watch how many men, if they were to think, I wish I had the clip right here. It would show how a little boy has strategically knew when he was asked the question, what kind of women do you like? And he said, I like this kind of women that are skinny, who look this way. But what about a woman like mommy? Well, mommy, first thing he said, well, mommy, you know I love you, but you're a little heavy. Guess what happened? Immediately, this 7 or 8 year old knew how to move strategically, did not offend his mother, but he didn't want to say that she needed to lose weight. We've been trained to do it for so long. I'm not saying out for you to go out there and just be rude and just to tell people off, but when think about it, on the opposite end, when a woman is in her full swing and she's telling you off, does she consider what you may be going through, that you may have had a hard day, that you were tired, that things are not going well with you? She just go ahead and blurt it out. So to get to your point, why I'm saying, brother, Salute. Good to see you, Black. Good to see you. So how do we navigate through this? Let me tell you how to navigate to this. And I really shouldn't be saying it on here. This is something that needs to be talked behind the scenes. A lot of you guys don't realize, and I'm going to say it this way so you'll understand it, that you are being emotionally pimped by women. Let me say that again. A lot of you guys don't realize that you are being emotionally pimped by women. And if you do not do what the pimps say do, get out on that street and listen to my emotions, listen to me rant, listen to me roar, and you'll be emotionally pimped. That's why it's so important. If you're going to walk this line of saying and being careful what you say, what do I get for my emotional labor that I'm giving you, that I'm walking through hoops? What do I get in return? If you're going to have these mood swings and this going on and that going on, what do I get in return? If you don't get mad if you don't get nothing in return because you never asked for it. Man, I got to go in a few minutes. My point is this. Don't ever think that women are not intelligent enough to know what they're doing and who they can do it with. Let me say this again for your question. Don't ever underestimate that women are not intelligent and smart enough to know where they can have the mood swings at and when they can have bad behavior. Don't ever estimate that. Don't you ever think she don't do it in the courtroom. She doesn't do it at her job. She doesn't do it at certain places. She don't do it at church, the mosque, at the temple. Don't overestimate that women do not know where to do that at. My point of saying this is not to put down women. I just said that they were intelligent, but I want you to understand there's a time and a place for it. And many times, many of us men tolerate things that we should not even tolerate at all. That's what I'm saying, that you're worthy, that you should be loved. Thank you so much. Gail, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. A lot of you men don't even realize that you settling for crumbs on the table and you should be eating filet mignon. And this is the thing. If I was to say that, somebody think I'll be a misogynist if I say that. He's a misogynist. He doesn't care about women. He doesn't like women. He want to put women down. If you knew me in real person, in real life, you would know that I'm far from that. That I'm not a misogynist. He don't care about women. He don't care about their feelings. What about his mother? Someone hurt him. What about his sister? All that kind of stuff. Say that for somebody else, channel. But if I advocate for men, why do you think if I advocate for men, does that mean that means I'm going to put down men? No. If I'm telling men that they need to be celebrated, that they need to be loved, doesn't mean that I'm saying that women need to be treated bad. Get it together. Man, I'm telling you. How to know if you're getting crumbs versus what you really want to deserve? How to know if what you're getting is crumbs versus it's what you really deserve. How do you know? So one of the things, how do you know? Let me say this. I cannot tell you what you think you should deserve. I'll say that first. You have to do the self-examination. Am I getting what I need and want from this interaction in the relationship? Think about it. Will you go to a job and they say they're going to give you full benefits and they do not? And they do not. Would you go to a job and you say, man, I thought you said it was going to give me full benefits, and I thought I was going to get pension, and I thought I would get a 401k, and I appreciate that Cash App. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I thought I was going to get all these things. And they don't deliver. You automatically would figure out, I deserve. You said this was going to be the case. I deserve this. What's happening is a lot of men do not realize that they don't. Thank you, Gina. Thank you. Gina just answered it. Take the time to evaluate your worth. That then will determine who is worthy of your time and efforts. Thank you. You have to do self-evaluation. Wait a minute here. I'm doing this. I'm doing emotional labor. I'm listening to you whine and complain. I'm listening to you this. I'm telling you, giving you some wisdom, and I'm not getting anything back. Oh, I deserve something for that. You have to take and say, you got to take the time and say, I'm not getting everything that I deserve. Oh, well, then if we are misogynist, so be it. Stop trying to dismiss our points. Thank you so much. And I'm going to tell you something else. And like, since I'm hitting it and quitting because I got to get ready to run. The other side of this too, let me get back to this. So how do you determine you're getting crumbs versus what you deserve? You got to determine, what do you really deserve, and not be afraid to say, no, baby, no job, no event. I deserve better. And most time men are afraid to say what they really deserve because they're afraid that the woman or the job or the situation is going to walk away from them. And many times it's cut to the chase. The reason why you don't want to say it because you're afraid that you're going to lose the kitty cat. You're going to lose your ability. You're going to lose to get access to the kitty cat or get into the bedroom. So you don't say what you want to say because you're afraid if you say something, she's going to cut it off. She's dangling the carrot in front of you to keep you in control. Who's being them? Y'all being emotionally pimped and don't even know it. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying. So you'll get emotionally pimped out here and get nothing from it. Think about it. If you go to the doctor, if you go to the doctor and you get a service, they're going to expect you when you leave to first have a copay paid, and you're going to pay for that bill. I don't know why you men don't expect the same thing. Good to see you. Above all things, we have to be of the mindset that as a man, I am the best definition of importance. I like that. And let me say this for the women who listen. This is not to put, because I got to say it because y'all didn't everybody get mad. LDA's misogynist. He don't like women. He don't care. He just want to do things his own. He want to put women down. No. Think about it. Think about it. Good to see you. Can't go the distance in life when you tiptoeing through. Oh, man, good to see my brother Chus. Good to see you. You can't go the distance in life when you tiptoe and tap dance. Think about it. If you're tiptoeing and tap dancing, she'll never respect you. If you don't say that you want steak and you don't want a ham sandwich, guess what? It's your own fault. In relationship, both parties have to be whole, complete as an individual. When one half is incomplete, they will manipulate the other to gain what they want, needs, leaving the other's feelings defeated. This is not what you deserve at all. Thank you so much. Good to see you, man. I'm here to tell you guys. I'm saying because I've seen too many men. I hate making disclaimers for weak-minded people. And it's crazy. And I'm about to say that. You're right. You got to say it. Hate to make disclaimers on here, on social media and everything like this. And not people going to get in their feelings. But we don't talk about the misandry that a lot of women have towards men. But anyway. Or folks who can't handle the truth to say more or less. That's why I'm moving the balance. That's why I'm saying, men, let me give you, you know, I'm going to go esoteric first, go within first, and go, you got to love yourself first. You got to realize that you are deserving of this kind of treatment before you expect it from anyone else around you. You got to love who in the heavens you are first. I love me. I love who I am. This is what I deserve. You can expect something from someone else that you have not given yourself. That is the problem in all relationships. Not just some, all of them. You got to love yourself, men. If anything that you're going to hear from this year and this going in is you going to have to love yourself first, men. I don't care. Love who you first. Think about it. And I'm going to give you the mirror. If you're loving yourself first, either she's going to reflect it or she's going to walk away. You have to respect yourself first in order for others to respect you. Either they respect you or they're going to have to walk away, because you will not disrespect me because I don't disrespect myself. See, you don't want to hear that. So, of course, I'm going to put the responsibility on you, but I'm also put the responsibility of who are you allowing not to love you in your life? Who are you not to allow you that you got to tiptoe around, that you can't say what you need to say? They don't need to be in your life. If you can't handle my truth, go back to what Pimp got. If you can't handle my truth, you don't deserve my presence. Staple singers. The scale is tipping to the brim by love first. People and impressions will be at way at the bottom. Let me say that again. If you cannot respect my truth, how I love myself, how I respect myself, you don't deserve my presence. I think a lot of men are scared to do that because you've been trained like show monkeys. Like show monkeys. Not to walk away. How do you ask for her to try new things in the bedroom? Man, that's an LD after dark question. I can't even go in there on this thing and the way I want to go in. That's an LD after dark. LD after dark question. It's a good question, but I can't answer it like I want to right here. Good question, but there is a way. If you tiptoeing around whoever you with, and you shucking and jabbing and yes, sir, master, I don't want to say nothing. Whatever you say, boss. She'll never respect you. And you will be wearing you're the one with the clutch purse. You're the one with the clutch in your pearls, because you ain't the man around these parts. Men, I'm telling you now, suck it ducking. Don't, yeah. And this is the thing. I'm going to say it again because they're going to go back and listen to this video and get upset about what I'm going to say. Just because I'm telling men to love, just because I'm telling men to love themselves and that they deserve to be loved is not going to take away from you. Is not what's going on, Ted. What's going on, these nuts? Is not going to take away from you. Y'all scared of what the woman's going to say, because you know why? I'm gonna say it. I got a couple of times and I'm hitting it hard today. You know why a lot of you men are afraid to say something to your woman? Let me know in the chat when before I get ready to go, because you know I'm dressed and ready to adjust my tie. You know why a lot of you men are afraid to say something to your woman? And y'all ain't gonna like what I'm saying. And Shalonda, you already know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell you, let me know in the chat room. Put a number 2 in the chat room if you want to know why a lot of you men are afraid to say something to your woman. If they love themselves, then they can love women around. Oh, let me know in the chat. Put it 2 if you want to hear why a lot of you men are afraid to say something to your woman. Let me get some water. Why a lot of you men are afraid to say something to your woman, to the people around you. Yep, they scared to lose about something else. They don't want to deal with. They don't want a potential conflict. Yep, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna get it. All ears. I'm gonna say it. Looking Looking good, by the way. I appreciate that. Oh boy, put it two. We talked about it yesterday, Shalonda. They don't want the woman to go away. I'm gonna tell you the deeper reason why a lot of men psychologically do not want, just they don't want to say, man, man, that kitty cat really has men by the balls. Yeah, that ain't it. Men have not dealt with the issue of putting their mother in the proper place in their lives, because they are never, ever, ever, ever. They have put their mother on the pedestal, and they have never put her in the proper place in his life. So every woman that he encounters, instinctively he thinks, I better not do that because I won't do that to my mother. I know I'm hitting it hard, and I know I got to go. I got to put my brim on, put my glasses on, and be GQ. Go to this funeral and show out. But I'm here to tell you, a lot of reason is there's thank you so much. They're still attached at their umbilical cord with their mother. I'm not telling you to cuss your mother out. I'm not telling you to treat her wrong. I'm not telling her to put her down. I am not telling you to do that. But a lot of you guys have not cut the cord with your mother. I did that 15. The effects are everlasting. See? So psychologically, you thinking, I can't do this because I want to do this to my mother. My mother did, and you going in your mind and you in your cave and you going through these mental gyrations and hoops and things because you have never put your mother in the proper place in your life. So how can you put a woman in the proper place in your life when you have a unnatural behavior, affection for your mother? Because your mother, thank you, because your mother has become your other lover that you're afraid to put in place. Ooh-wee. I know the mothers ain't gonna like that, but the conversation I had yesterday was right on the please tell her, Shalonda, your mother is not your woman, is not your woman. I'm getting my coat on. I'm getting my coat on. I'm getting my coat on. Thank you for the cash app. Who sent me the cap? I'm getting my coat on. 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 I'm trying to tell you. I'm putting my coat. LDA's putting his coat on. I'm trying to get ready to get out of here and put my coat on. Woo. I thought I was weird because I respect my mother way more than I love her. I'm putting my coat on. LDA's putting his coat on. I'm trying to get out of here because I gotta go get my stuff. I'm trying to help you guys. Your mother is not your lover. She is not your woman. And I need to talk to the mothers. Just let me say this too. Some mothers, you need to release your son so he can be a husband to his wife. Thank you. Appreciate that, brothers. Appreciate that. I'm putting on when I put this black coat on, I'm tired and put my tie together, putting it together. Back my camera up so you can see. When a person gains a title, they think they are impervious to critique. Mother, father, boss, it doesn't matter. If you get out of pocket, you will get the business. Well, in the words of T.I. Son King, stand on this business. Let me say that again. In the words of T.I. Son, you better stand on this business. What I'm talking about today. I need to get that. It's going to be my next. I'm going to have to get that little thing. I'm standing on business. What our homework? What's the homework for this? Let me give you the homework for this because I'm I'm grabbing the brim right here. I'm grabbing the brim. And I'm about to put these glasses on. What's the homework? I'm going to give you some homework. You need to, I've been talking about it all this time on here. You need to take some time and go love you. I ain't talking about go, I ain't talking about do that. I'm talking about go really love you. And you need to go evaluate, are you getting the right treatment from those around you this week? You need to be standing on that business. So the homework for this weekend, standing on business on loving you, making sure you respecting you, that you are making sure that, no, you're not going to treat me like that. You're not going to talk like that. I ain't going for that. Stand on business. I'm really trying to be cool because I got to go, but I'm here to tell you, a lot of you men need to cut that umbilical cord to your mama. She ain't your wife. She ain't your woman. Not that you don't respect your mother, that you don't love your mother, but your mother has a place in your life. Think about it. Do you understand if you bring a woman into your life and you are a son husband, or a mama's boy, what do you think that woman that you're dealing with, what would be her place in your life if your mama got that place? Every time your mama call, I'm right there, mama. And mom right there. You don't have nothing set up where your mother don't respect your wife that you're with or the woman that you're with. Oh, I'm talking to someone. I'm right down your alley. Back up. You got to say, no, this is what are we going to do? See, let me tell you, so when I was married before, I'm gonna tell you what you can call my mother. She probably said, I don't remember, but I'm gonna tell you, her and my father, this is what I told her when I was married. I had me and my wife, we got married. I had a rule. And I want y'all to listen to me. Y'all want to hear my rule? Let me know in the chat room while I put my coat on right now. You want to hear my rule that I had? Just to let you know that I'm not tripping, that I did not do this when I was married. I'm gonna tell you my rule. If I was to call my son's mother, my ex-wife, she'll tell you, yup, that's true. Let me know if you want to hear the rule. Well, it's two rules. It's two rules. I'm buttoning my coat up now. Let me know in the chat when y'all want to know what it is. I'm not going to say it unless you want to hear what it is. Let me know in the chat when y'all want to hear what that rule was. Peace of mind, daily. How your daily text wine, dime, brunch gifts. Yeah, my lady treats me like a king because I put the work in. Yep. Let me tell you. Say it. I'm going to tell you what my rule was. I love this. Pedicures, massages, peace of mind, daily. How's your day? Text, wine, dine, brunch, gifts. Yeah, my lady treats me like a king because I put in the work. Thank you. I'm going to tell you what my number one rule was. Do not call my house past 10 o'clock. And second of all, do not come to my house without being announced, without me knowing it. What did I do? I said rules for my mama and my father. Don't call me past 10 o'clock unless something is going on and it's an emergency. 2, don't just stop by without calling. I know that seems like a simple rule, but sometimes you got to remind parents to do that. What happens? What did I do? I set borders and boundaries and demarcations. Do not do this. Don't call me past 10 o'clock unless there's something really going on. Don't call me. I'm putting on my hat. I'm putting on my hat. Don't call me past 10 o'clock. Let me lower my light over here. Don't call me past 10 o'clock. Sorry. This is emergency, something going on. Second of all, don't come by the house unannounced. By that time, I had my first son, and we needed time to bond with my little son Destin. For we to figure out the Google gaga and all this chains and diapers, and he crying and whining every time I touch his mother, he want to cry. Rule books. That what happens. Now, if you disobeyed my rules, I will cut you off. I'm just telling you what I did. I'm saying that because I want y'all to get something. I love myself enough, and my love for my wife was we got to have demarcated rules about who interacts around this house. And I had to protect her and my baby, and then my next baby that was coming along. I'm saying all of this. I'm saying this to give you an example. I got my coat on, brothers. I'm getting out of here. I got to go I'm tied in the wrong way. There we go. I'm saying all of this to get you to understand. If you have homework for this week, this weekend is for you to genuinely begin to love you. Shout out to, let me see, where's Gina? Where is she at? Where's Gina? Gina. Okay, Gina responded right here. Shout out to Gina. Got me together, make sure another form of love that I needed to do, my skincare. Shout out to her. Let me give her. Well, ain't no man taking care of that. No. Shout out to Gina, professional. Gave me some pointers of what I make sure I got a facial, make sure I got some things together with my skin, that it was clear, that it's moisturized, and it looks healthy. Shout out to her. What is that? That's all self-love. I got a facial, got some things done to my beard, got some other things. Men, I'm here to tell you, I'm glad you said pedicure, manicure, massage. Men, y'all better get this King treatment. If you're going to do emotional labor, get something from it. Let me say that again. If you're going to do emotional labor, because y'all been doing it anyway, get something from it. And with my buddy Warren B, a pimp guy that put in, that's what the pimp does. He does emotional labor for women, but he gets paid from it. If Warren was listening, he would tell you that. He would see it. I love the way he talk. That's what it is, brothers. If you're going to do emotional labor, listening to her while she doing that, you have to get something in return for it. Get something from it. Shout out to Pimp God. That's right. Get something from it. If you're going to do, you listening, think about it, what the pimp does. He listens to the problems. Yeah, baby, I understand. Oh, you want that? But I need you to go out there and get this done. I'm not telling you to be a pimp. No, but a lot of y'all men are being pimped. A lot of you men are being pimped and don't even know it. You put in the work and you ain't getting nothing from it. All you getting is a measly ham sandwich. And I'm going to say it another way, and a ham sandwich. Thank you for liking, subscribing. This is Lawrence D. Adams. I will be going, if you want, I think Gail put it in there. Where did Gail put it at? Because I think she put it in here. Yeah, she did. Right here. I will be going live tonight on Instagram. Catch me tonight on Instagram. I think go about 10 o'clock, between 10 and 10:30. Follow me on Instagram. You want to come up and shout out, say some things. Just going to go on Instagram, going live. As you see, we're changing some things up here on here. I got to get ready. I definitely got to get ready to go. I got to be there at a certain, I got to go pick up. Okay, moving my tie the wrong way. It keeps, silky smooth, Let me do this. Yeah, there we go. We will be going live on Instagram. I'm trying to go to live tonight. It's different crowd, different people. You know, people want to talk and say some stuff, but let me get my collar right. You know, I gotta look like $1,000,000. If you're gonna show up, you gotta show up right. You know, ain't no need to go in there looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't put a whole fit together right in front of you guys. So that being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams. Men, I'm going to say it again for those in the back of the class. Love who you are. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be treated well. You deserve to be honored. But I also got to say, you got to love yourself. You got to respect yourself, and you got to be honorable to be honored. You can't get honored if you can't get honor if you don't honor yourself. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Shout out to Gail. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. True Savage, good to see you. Good to see everybody to ask questions. Thank you so much, Gail, Shalonda. Who else did I miss? These dots I miss. My dude from Cleveland. Where you at, man? Cleveland. Cleveland is the city that I'm. Ted, was good to see you in there. Good to RJ. Good to see you. Good to see everyone that's here. Master of Thought, good to see you. Cleveland bus driver, Uppercut, good to see you. Shout out to everyone that's here. This is the one and only LDA, Lawrence D. Adams. I'm pimping, talking extra shrimp and walking with the limp. I like that. So y'all ain't no LDA can get, you know, I can put the fit together that quick. Got the skin together. Got the beard, looking like a boss. I'm out of here. Like, share, comment. Peace. Let me get myself together. Got to make sure the breath smells fresh. Peace. Y'all have a good one. Catch me tonight on Instagram. Be going live. I'm out.